Hello, hello, and welcome to the Empowered by Design podcast. I am your host, Dr. Liz. This is episode 174. I'm very excited to be here with you today. Today, we're doing a card pull. We are talking about one of my newest mantras that comes from an intuitive message that I received just a little bit ago, probably over a month-ish ago, during one of my morning meditations, times in the meditation space, which now includes meditation, sometimes reading, always writing, most days always writing, and journaling and writing of some sort, workshops, different things. It is the way that I start my day. I start my day by myself with my people, spirits, and all the fun things. And I'm happy to be here today to share with you one of the messages that has come to me and that I'm sharing with you. As you know, on this podcast, if you've been here for 9 seasons, oh my God, this is season number 9. If you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you for coming back and listening. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And if you are new here, thank you. I'm so glad that you found this podcast, me and the people that I bring on here to share just inspiration, education, fun ideas, and all the beautiful, lovely people and ideas that come into my life. I love to also share with you. Today's episode is called My Soul is Patient. And we're going to do a card pull. I'm going to talk a little bit about where that comes from for me, what it means to me, and why, especially today, I'm really needing to get on to that message. I am not a patient person, and that is my story. That is my old story. So if you've been here before, then you know that when I introduce the cards to you, but first I need to tell you this part, that I have talked in this very recent 2 episodes ago about how we can shift our stories with using words, using language, shift our energy a bit, and it can be so powerful. So my story through my whole entire life has been, I am not a patient person. I am not patient. I don't like waiting. Don't drive with me. Actually, you can drive with me, but I am not patient in the car. I'm not patient, right? That is the story that I have held on to, believed, been told, and acted out, right? In my actions, my whole entire life. I'm not a patient person. My mom used to sing to me this song as I was growing up. Be patient, don't be in such a hurry, right? It goes on and on, but this is a song that gets stuck in my head. And sometimes when I have to remind myself to be patient, this song would come up. Taking a breath. Taking a breath, because the breath helps me slow down and be patient. And the message that I received very recently, within the past month to 2 months, is my soul is patient. And I was like, what? My soul is patient. And I really reflected on it like, yes, that's true. My soul is very, very patient. I love trying new things. I love taking time. And I have learned over the past few years, as I have slowed myself down, especially in the mornings, right? So when I talk about my mornings, has been very intentional for me to slow myself down, starting with slowing even the process of rising, slow down the process of rising up in the morning, so that I'm like rolling out of bed and very gently sashaying into my my meditation space in order to start my day with introspection, prayer, meditation, sometimes singing, always music, journaling, and time for me to connect with me, to connect with myself, but also to connect with spirit, energy, love, and light that is also beyond myself, beyond my body, beyond my mind, way beyond my mind, beyond my heart, beyond the physical, and connecting with spirit, connecting with myself on a soul level. My soul is patient. So today I am pulling a card from my Soul Care deck, the Soul Care Oracle cards by Sarah McCormick. This is one of my favorite decks, not my favorite. My favorite. Actually, I'm using it to lift up my computer today. So I can't show you my favorite deck. It's serving another purpose today. My favorite deck is my Archetypes deck. These decks, these cards are tools that we use. We project. They're like projectives in psychology. As a licensed psychologist, I've learned all about projectives, and these are fun projectives. So if you think of the Rorschach test, the Inkblot test, that is a projective assessment where we see something, we absorb something, we might hear something, a song, and we project our own meaning onto the song, right? So if you think about a song, right, the artist, the writer, the composer, the singer, they have an idea for what the song means to them and what they hope it might mean to other people. And then you may hear the song and you may hear that meaning. And you are your own unique person, and you are making meaning for yourself on many different levels, on your physical level, your spiritual level, your emotional level, based on your experiences in your life, based on your culture, your identity, your values, your belief systems. So all the things in life, the stars, the zodiac signs, astrology, a leaf, a crystal, all of these things that we have in life, they have meaning inherent in them. And then we also connect, commingle, collaborate with them to project and make meaning together with these other things. So that I love to talk a little bit about why cards are so fun for me, but also where they come from in meaning and why they can mean something for me that is similar or different from what they may mean for you. And that's the fun part, right? Because we're unique, because we are different, we have different experiences and different perspectives to share. Isn't it lovely when we get to listen to, connect with people of all different perspectives and life experiences? For me, that is one of the reasons that I do a lot of the things that I do. As a psychologist and intuitive therapist, I work with different people at the individual level and also at the group level. You know, if you've been here, that I love to host circles here. We host a monthly illumination circle in our space at Visionistas. And I also love taking my energy of connection, collaboration, inspiration on the road and doing workshops and mini wellness retreats and someday bigger retreats. Can't wait for that. It's coming with other people who have their own life experiences, their own unique perspectives to share. Last month, I had the beautiful pleasure of collaborating with Elaine Pavinsky, the owner of Franklin Hill Vineyards, and not just the owner of Franklin Hill Vineyards. She is a goddess and an empress of sorts of business, and gives back and helps and is so generous with her love and her time. And it was such an honor to be in connection with her as a collaborator on a workshop that we did for women, Believe in Your Own Magic. It was an amazing experience. Lots of laughter, lots of tears, and lots of meaning and connection and source energy source energy, soul energy, divinity, love, and it was amazing. And so I love doing all of these things and taking the energy here and beyond, and all the things beyond. So this today, I'm coming on to share this message of my soul is patient. I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to invite you to take a breath. And I'm going to invite you to reflect on a story that you have been telling yourself or that others have told you about yourself that fit, right? It may fit, or it may have fit at a certain time. And that when we stop and think about the story, I just got distracted because I realized I must show you this because I'm going to. So as I'm picking up my computer because I'm using as I said, my favorite deck. I just noticed as I was recording, I saw this was facing me, a little snake on there. And it reminded me of my really fun snake ring. I'm going to show you. I love it so much. Don't mind my nails. I tried to paint them this morning and there's a couple of mistakes, which is fine. But isn't that so cool? My friend Reagan, my treasure friend, she hates it. She's like, I hate that ring. And I'm like, I love it. So that's you're just here with me, with my mind, how my mind gets distracted, and we're rolling with it. The message, the story, that I am not a patient person, right? That's the story that has been my story for my whole 45 years of life, and 45 and a half. And when I got this message, my soul is patient. And I said, yes, Elizabeth, yes, your soul is patient. Think of all the things that you wait for, that you put out, and then you must wait. Things are not like this. We know that. As much as we would love the immediate gratification in every single area of life sometimes, it's not reality. That is not reality. We must put things out and wait. I thought of my husband. So my kids and I, we know that he is very the opposite of like this, right? We know that when we ask him something, propose an idea, we know that he needs time to marinate. And we talk about that in the family. We're like, okay, well, we'll bring it up to dad. And then we know that he has to like think about it for a while, where I sometimes I'm more impulsive and like, yes, let's do it, whatever it is. And I'm learning to pause and recognize how the ego, the mind brain part of our psyche can be impulsive, can jump into things, and has utility and importance and helps us. And then sometimes it can get us into trouble, right? The ego thinking brain that typically comes from programming, experiences that potentially were adaptive at some point in our life that we needed to do, that over time we just do because it's automatic, it's habitual. And then when we pause and realize, oh wait, no, I don't need to do that anymore. It helped me survive that time of my life or that chapter, that season, that experience, but it's not serving me as well anymore. And what if I change my story? What if instead of everything must happen right now, what if I trust in my soul at that level and recognize the patience, the patience that I have at the soul level? It's been beautiful for me. I'm inviting you in a similar way. What is a story? And it might have come to you already, right? It might have floated to the surface before I even finished my sentence, and it might not have, and that's okay. It may take some time for it to reveal itself, for it to be illuminated in your conscious brain, right? A lot of times things stay stuck or float below the surface level of our awareness. And we work, we wait, we tune in, we breathe, we ground, we connect to allow those things to come to the surface. There's so many different ways that we can tune in to our intuition, to our subconscious level. Our dreams are a beautiful way for that. And as we do that, we start to notice things, right? This intuitive message that presented itself to me, my soul is patient. What a beautiful, beautiful message. And I love it. And I'm using it to help myself breathe, experience a level of peace in recognizing that things happen behind the scenes that we cannot see. Things that, as we are aligning our actions with, and our energy, with our vision, with our values, with our passions, our purpose, that we're taking steps. We take steps, and then also we wait. We breathe. We have fun. We sleep. We gather. And when we pay attention, we start to see the evidence of those actions along the path of our soul journey, bringing us, manifesting, showing, and revealing, oh, it's happening. It's happening, right? So I'm going to draw a card, I promise, but I do want to tell you why I needed this message even more today. For those of you who have been here before, you may remember that in October of 2024, my son Jackson sustained an injury of his shoulder area. The AC joint was torn, disconnected. I was just talking about it this morning because I was so excited. So he missed the entire wrestling season. This child is a mover and a shaker. He was like this in the womb, came out just running and doing all the things. And he's so talented athletically, and he's very smart too. But this is about his sport. This is about sports. His passion is sports. Baseball is his thing. And he, because of the injury, had surgery in early November, missed the entire wrestling season. Whew, it has been a long journey, a long season of waiting. I think I was more worried than he was. I remember, along the way, I'm checking in with his mental health. my husband checking in with his physical health. And I'm like, how are you doing? And he's like, I'm fine. He doesn't say it like that. A little bit. And today was going to be his first return to competition. He was going to be able to bat today in his game. He's going to be able to bat before he's able to throw in a game. It's the protocol, the physical protocol, and mentally he's ready. Has been working so hard, and he has been patient. Whew. He has taught me patience. My little soul, right? He's part of my soul. He has taught me. What can you do, Mom? This is what I have to do. So I'm going to do it. Physical therapy, going there, doing it at home. Way better than me. That's not fun for me. It's not fun. It doesn't have to, not everything's fun, Liz. Watching this child recover, rehab, all the things has been a lesson for me, for all of us, and for him. We know, we trust, we believe that even though this was not great, not fun, terribly painful, physically, emotionally, spiritually, there's a lesson. There's a lesson. It doesn't mean we skip over the pain. It doesn't mean there hasn't been sadness and tough times and letdowns but the game got canceled because of the weather. And that's frustrating and disappointing and discouraging. And my soul is patient. The time, divine timing, the time will come when it's time for my child to swing the bat in a game and do his thing and get back into it. And it's not today. It's not today. I'm working through it. I'm working through the being patient and the frustration. And for me, talking to you, sharing the experience in real time is part of what helps me. Doing a card pull with my soul care card deck is also helpful. And so let's get to it. I'm shuffling the cards, lining them out on my table over here. As you know, I love to have a crystal with us. This is a clear quartz crystal with some rainbow energy. I'm loving it. I just got this at the Comfy Cozy Apothecary. Everything that we talk about in here when we are talking about cards, pulling cards, comes from a place of light and love. And it's always helpful to set some spiritual, energetic boundaries so that we are inviting the light and the love in and letting the other things that may not be full of love and light, not today, not right now, stay out. Wow, okay. Mars. I love it. And the wolf. This is one of my spirit animals. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. I have so much to say about this. The message is, I have confidence in myself and my inner fire. I have confidence in myself and my inner fire. Whew. Wow. I'm thinking, trying to feel, right? So we, on all the different levels, we project meaning, we make meaning. The first thought that I had was Mars, and I'm learning a lot more about the connections between planets and signs and the energies. And the first thought that I had was Mars and Aries. I believe they're connected. I would know from my friend Emily, who you know, who was on last episode. And right now there's a lot of Mars fire action energy going on in the universe. If you didn't yet listen to last episode, it's an amazing one. Emily and I talk about the Neptune in Aries transit. So Mars and Aries being connected. I hope I'm right. I'm just going to go with it. And if I'm wrong, then I'll let you know later. But Mars and Aries being connected in this fiery, action-oriented, it is time to act kind of way. And for me, I can sometimes, how I've made sense of my soul being patient is that I can sometimes delay an action because I'm, for different reasons, but one of the biggest is because I'm a visionary, I'm a thinker, I'm an ideas person. I could sit in my imagination all day. I've said that over and over and over again. It's just like, I love dreaming. I love daydreaming, and I love just being in the energy of like imagination, creativity. And what my soul has been also showing me is that it's time to move. It's time to act. It's time to put all of that energy that's been brewing, stirring below the surface into action. And what an interesting message of, yes, it's time to act. Yes, I have confidence in myself and my inner fire that just wants to like go burn. Burn, baby. To illuminate, to connect, and to glow. I have confidence in it. I'm excited about it. And my soul is patient. Interesting that this card would come on a day where I'm talking about my soul being patient, because there are things happening behind the scenes in places we can't always see that are setting it up for things to be, I want to say, right, for things to flow, for things to reveal themselves when it should be. My son texted us about the baseball game, and there wasn't an emotion in it. It was like, the game's canceled. Here's the text from the coach. High winds, field conditions aren't great. And I was like, oh, I had just at a meeting, just ran into a friend who our sons played baseball together years ago on this tournament team. So we were catching up, and I was telling her about how excited I was for today, and showed her the x-rays and told her about a dream I had last night of, literally in slow motion, I'm watching him bat, and in slow motion he swings and hits a bullet to center, and right to the left of center, but just like a line drive bullet, hard and soaring. And I was like, oh, I hope that happens today. Well, it's not going to happen today. Not in the game. Maybe in practice, right? Maybe in practice. He's going to get a little bit more practice before he gets to the plate in the game. What about you? How does this card, the Mars card, the wolf, the strong, spiritually connected, I want to say intuitive, there's a word that I'm blanking on, this instinctive energy of the wolf. I have confidence in myself and my inner fire. How about you? How about you? We're talking about shifting stories that don't serve us anymore, that we have the power to control how we show up in life, what stories we tell ourselves, what language we use. We have the power to control that. We don't have the power to control everything, right? We know that, as much as we might love that. We have the distinct opportunity to notice what we do have power over and control over. And it is not the weather. It is not injury. It is not always recovery. It is how we react, how we respond, how we act with our actions in line with our values, in line with our vision, in line with our passion, our purpose, our mission. The wolf, I love this. If you were here last year, there was an episode where I talked about a howling at the moon, where my spirit animal, the wolf, walked with me and encouraged me to use my voice. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. And it was, let it out. Let it out, girlfriend. I'm telling, I'm sharing, I'm inviting that energy for you to connect with yourself on your soul level, whether that's patience, confidence, self-assurance, conviction, beauty, passion, talent, your gifts. Connect with that fiery passion. Connect with your soul's purpose and take action in time. You will see it. You will see the opportunity. This is about me. This is about you. This is about us together. Very excited about this. Apart from the baseball game and my son's return to the diamond, I will say that I am very excited about actions that I've been taking recently in line with my values and my vision and my passion and purpose. I'm excited to share them with you as they come. Talks I'll be doing, workshops that are coming. We have a mini wellness retreat coming on Saturday, May 3rd. If you are in the area, check it out. It's on the website. I'll link that in the show notes. Vicky Alarsha, who is a member of the Visionistas team, and I will be collaborating on a mini wellness retreat at Jacobsburg Park in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. Oh, so beautiful. We did one last September there together. This one is themed Bloom and Grow, unlocking the potential, your power, your potential, embracing the beautiful energy of miracles and Mother Nature. So we will be in nature. We will be connecting with the earth. We will be drawing from the earth energy and connecting with divinity, the universe, God and source, each other, our inner wisdom to manifest, to embrace, to heal, to bloom, to grow, to shine, to fly. It is always lovely when we come in connection with other women. And we do that monthly at our Illumination Circle. So we have an Illumination Circle coming up April 27th. I'm very excited for that here at Visionistas. Also, I will link that in the show notes. And just different things that are happening that are fun and exciting and energizing for me and for all of us here. The Visionistas team, the inner circle, the women who come to the Illumination Circles, we are doing amazing and magical things together at those circles and beyond. We are in talks for another event in collaboration with Franklin Hill Vineyards. Oh, that one's going to be outside and it's going to be so amazing. So I just love to be able to share all of these things with you and get excited with you. And as you know, we do things in person, we do things live, we do things here, and we connect authentically and genuinely with you here as well in the spirit on this podcast, on the virtual things that we do. And thank you for being a part of my circle. Thank you for showing up and connecting and bringing your energy here, your energy of confidence and fiery passion and Mars energy. What will you do? What will you do? How will you be where will you go? What will you do? How will you be? Where will you go? It's not always about doing. Sometimes it's about waiting. Sometimes it's about being present in the energy and trusting, believing that we are going somewhere. Whether we are pausing, whether we are moving slowly, whether we are running and jumping and flying with action and fiery passion. They are all valid and they're all part of the cycle of life. What will you do? How will you be? Where will you go? Woo! This was such a fun episode. I'm feeling very, very excited and very connected with you. So thank you again for showing up and being here. I invite you to please, please, please send this episode to someone that you love who may benefit from hearing this message. My soul is patient. Shifting our stories, letting go of the stories that no longer serve us and stepping into that soul energy. If you have a little extra time, can I ask a favor? Please rate and review this podcast, whether you are watching it on YouTube and you like it here, comment, or you're watching it or listening to it on a different platform, Apple or Spotify, wherever you are. I would love, love, love if you could rate and review it. It helps us to know that what we are putting out is meaningful. It helps other people connect to free content on whatever platform they listen to. And it helps us share the love and spread the power. So thank you for being here. I cannot wait to connect with you again next time. Take care.